spawning up here in the top left from Validity Gaming is our Terran player. He's already got 1 kill. It's Selkreg. And his opponent down here in the bottom right of our map catalyst from JaMiT Gaming, another Protoss player in red. This is Shenron. Just dancing around with that probe. I'll throw down the gateway. Sweet. Kind of expect to see the exact same thing out of our Terran player, at least. The Shenron has the benefit of seeing 1 game of Selkreg already, knowing at least a little bit how that player plays. It's always nice. Once again, probe is being annoying. Actually, 2 SCVs get pulled off. I think he may have thought there was an extra probe that got in and was worried about some sort of proxy shenanigans going on inside of his main. It was just the 1. Now we're just going to scout around here for a bit. Shenron looking to take his natural pretty quick here. Ooh, he's going to block it against Selkreg. Block it. You can do it. I believe in you. Or don't. That's fine. I didn't want you to block it anyway. It was just making up things. Reaper on the way is actually going to have to stay back home for a second just to get rid of this pesky probe. And then I'll go across the map and see what they can find out. Natural Command Center does go down for Selkreg as well, so both players opening up. Relatively standard. A bit of supply block here for our Protoss player, actually, which is a little unfortunate. You want to be able to actually deal with Reaper as it comes over. They should have this out in plenty of time, though, especially since Reaper stayed home for a few moments, just waiting to kill that probe. So there's a little extra time for the Adepts to get out on the map and deal with the possible Reaper on the way. Stalker being chronoed out as well, so it is going to be a couple units out here for our Protoss player. Still no tech from our Protoss. And a couple extra barracks here from Selkreg, so a little bit different look than last game. We'll be able to probably get into Stem a little bit quicker. Forge and another gateway coming out from our Protoss. Actually, he does lose a probe. Actually, did he kill his own probe? I'm 90% certain Shenron just killed his own probe. Oh my god, how'd you not die? Well, lucky. I'm pretty sure this Adept's clicked on a probe that was in the middle of this line, and it died. So 2 probes dead there, because I'm pretty sure... Well, it's got 2 kills, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was the grenade. That's a possibility. Unless... Oh, just a lie. Nothing interesting. Sure, does have a probe moving out on the map here. Possibly for a forward pylon. There's a robo on the way pretty quickly. There's still just more units being made out of the gateways. The Warp Gate research was chronoed. There's going to be a Twilight Council as well. Oh, he's just going to scout. Okay. Just scouting away. Reaper going to come back in as well. Going to look into the natural, see if there's anything interesting there. But the Stalker is here ready and waiting. We should be able to get up to the main base, though. We'll see. Oh, okay. Well, he should see everything. Adept shading, trying to catch it. And I don't believe he saw the Twilight. Nope. No vision on the Twilight just yet, but he did see the robo at least, so he knows that is there. His probe still is out here. Maybe just checking for the 3rd. See if that would be put down. But we do have Stem on the way, and a +1 attack on the way as well. Factory did just finish up. It's going to add it on Tech Lab, actually. No starport just yet. So this could be just a really powerful bio push sans medevacs. So you do have a lot of units out here with the 3 barracks this quickly, initially. The probe's just hanging out waiting for the 3rd base to come down. That's pretty much all it's doing. Scan does go down the natural, but it's not going to see anything. There's a cannon being put up. That's about it. You do have the Robo Bay on the way, so Disruptors or Colossus could be the choice here for the Protoss. Observer out on the map. We'll check things out. Still no starport here for the Terran player. So medevacs are pretty far off still at this point, 5 minutes into the game. Just waiting for this probe to do something actually interesting. Cannon coming down here in the main. Perhaps Shenron was watching the last game and saw the fact that drops were a little annoying there for Blitzed. Didn't want it to fall into the same situation, so at least having a cannon in the main and having one in the natural, a couple in the natural, and the shield battery as well. Just to help things out in case he is out on the map the way Blitzed was and doesn't have anything back home. Robo Bay is finished up and nothing actually being made out of the Robo facility. Just adding another gateway. No third base yet for either player, and that's a good chunk of bio moving out on the map, but the observer here would have seen that coming out, so he should be able to prepare for this. There is a disruptor coming out. We'd kind of like to see that chronode if he has any chrono available. You're going to want that pretty quickly. So you have very few units now right now. 21 army supply. That's 5 stalkers in the depths and an immortal right now. And a couple observers, I think they might count in this army supply. It's a lot of units for our Terran player, but the Terran player is probably just looking to cancel the third base, and it's not there. Is she going for the Colossus range? Oh, he wants to hide the disruptor, but actually that may actually end up hurting him. Disruptor is going to be out of range when this attack initially occurs. Shenron has no vision out front of his base. It would be nice to have a couple extra observers rather than just the one, but Disruptor is moving down, so it could get a nice juicy shot off. So move out and be a little aggressive here. Maybe try to bait this, and you need to move that. There he goes. Pretty nice shot there, but still, it's a lot of bio. It is still a lot of bio with +1 attack as well. Stim, combat shield, they are all done. Concussive shell's done as well, but no medevacs. No medevacs to heal. There are 2 on the way. I don't think any of that completed yet, so it still could be pretty painful. These are pretty low health. Actually, take down the pylon, which was powering all of this, and now it's just Stim Marauders. Honestly, just pull the probes. There he goes. Pulls the probes. Makes those go away, at least for a little extra time. But this doesn't mean that Shenron doesn't have any army. He's got a Colossus popping out here in a moment. There we go. There's a couple extra stalkers here in the main base. It would be really nice to actually have Blank. First Colossus just finished up. He's going to start shooting things. Bowser's going to run from that, but there's not much here anymore. Suckray's going to back up. Tank was made back home. There's actually an armory made back home as well. There is a pylon being created out front, so warpins are a possibility. Actually, this probe might run directly to the bio. Oh, sorry. I had to cough, and apparently my hotkey for muting my mic decides to make people in chat. Sucker getting a little sloppy with his rally points. Few units go off to their deaths for no reason. Third base here up for a Terran player, starting about halfway finished. No third just yet from Shenron. 46 to 44 workers, income relatively even for the time being. Blink on the way, +1 attack on the way for the Terran, or for our Protoss player. He's only got a couple of Colossus. That's a lot. He really put a lot of investment into these Colossus. Got 2 out, got the range upgrade. He is forcing Vikings to be produced. There's not many medevacs that have been produced yet. It's only the 2 medevacs, and he's already gone into double Viking production. He's up to 4 already. If he adds more Vikings past this point, this is a decent bait that may work out pretty well for our Protoss player. Medevacs do get loaded up with the bio units. We're going to go and look for some damage in the main. There is an observer out here on the right side. This drop probably will run into it, but it's going to be a pretty late scout. There are 3 Blink Stalkers sitting over here, so that's pretty nice here for the Protoss player. DT Shrine on the way, as well as the Templar Archive, so does all the tech being created. There's not a lot of units here, not a lot of gateways. Ooh, he does back off that. He sees it's just 3 Stalkers, 4 Stalkers now. Probably doesn't want to go into that. Is he going to scan? Is he smart? Yeah, you can see that. Actually, pretty smart decision there. He drops all his units on the low ground, gets the high ground vision with the medevacs. At the same time, the main army from the natural base came over from Shenron. Push that drop away. Shenron's third base about 60% done here. The third had finished up here for Suckreg. He's actually getting DT Blink. This is actually something I've never seen in a game before. At least in the game that I've been involved with, I should say. These medevacs still have all their units Just trying to look for some damage. There are 4 cannons being made over here. You should see. He doesn't really know it's there. He's trying to go for the natural. No, he's trying to go for the third base, but those cannons are actually all at the front. So Shenron needs to react to this and actually move over. Unless we lose the third base. At the same time, as soon as he gets pushed away from this, he's probably just going to walk over to the natural base. But as it stands, actually the drop gets put down and nothing happens for a few seconds. Colossus is going to be able to take care of that. Blink under, kills off 1 medevac. Actually, there was a pretty big warpment, I think, over at that third base. So these 5 Marines are going to be able to do a little bit of damage for a little while. I'm just going to go for the medevac. Well done. Blinks, kills that off. A couple of Zealots going to try and clean this up. Really should send a couple more units over at least. Got a few more Stalkers. I think the Zealot's going to die as well. The Zealot will die. It doesn't have a charge, so it can't get up there very quickly. This Marine, being a hero. Trying to be a hero at least. The good news for Shenron is Sucker did not scout DT Shrine. I don't think he scouted that the Storm was on the way. Storm has finished up. Still no Colossus being made. There's just all kinds of stuff being made in this game. Let's just go with that. There's actually a Disruptor over here. In this rally. A Disruptor over here. In this rally. These are out in the map. Hey, it means that Shenron has unbound the Select All Army Hotkey, probably. Eventually, Shenron's going to be like, hey, didn't I make some Disruptors at some point? Because where the hell are those? Fairly certain I made Disruptors. Both players just content to relax for a little bit, bulk up some army, and push across the map, see what they can do. Upgrade-wise, we have 2/2 for the Terran player on his ground. He does have +1 air attack as well, so those Vikings are going to be able to do pretty good work against the Colossus. Got +2 ground weapons for the Protoss player. No shields or no armor for the Protoss just yet. He's getting +1 armor on the way. We've got 3 Colossus. There's another one being created. There's a couple of High Templar out on the map. They're starting to bank up some energy from storms. A lot of Vikings. Well, that's not a lot of Vikings, but it's about 8 Vikings. It's a pretty decent amount of Vikings for 3 Colossus. Actually, the Disruptor kind of realized that, hey, this exists over here. I should probably do something with it. Why the hell was that there? Shenron doesn't know how that got out there. I don't think it got any kills, but it did kind of annoy Selcraig, that's for sure. It did stop his push for a little bit and did kind of say, hey, that push is there. I know it's there. Vikings going to move forward. Actually, the Colossus are all out front. You need to back up. You need to back up. Ooh, okay, there we go. Colossus trying to see what they can do. Ghost moving out as well. So this is a lot to actually control over here for our Terran player. He's got a couple tanks within this as well. Just trying to get the right position here. Doesn't want to get stormed. Doesn't want to get taken out by everything. Actually, he's moving forward without the storms available. Actually, a couple of EMPs, big EMPs go down on most of the army. He needs to bring these Templar over so he can actually storm this army without any shields. That's a lot of bio, and they're moving forward with just impunity. Taking everything out. If I can go and take that in the last Colossus, there's no more ground army really for our Protoss player. There's 1 DT. He's going to start slashing away. So it could get some work done. How many kills? Actually, there's 2 DCs here. So 4 kills on 1-5. There you go. He does finally decide to use a scan. Pretty good shot with the Disruptor. She blinks away with the DT. That's hilarious. That's one way to use that. And he still has these 2 Templars. They're just not doing anything. But 155 supply to 87 here in favor of the Terran player. He's going to try to move over with the Templar now. Storms in front of nothingness. Storms in front of nothingness again. Not looking great for Shenron and for JaMiT Gaming to begin with. One more storm does go down. It's a decent one there. There are tanks here now, though. This doesn't have a storm available. Shenron going to GG. There we go. Validity Gaming will go up 2-0 here.